If you notice that stress or anxiety or any other uncomfortable emotion lingers and hangs around longer than you'd like, keep watching. I want to share some simple practices that we can do to help release the stuff that's actually getting stored in the body. A lot of times we think that we can think our way out of stress or discomfort or frustration or anxiety, when in reality, this stuff gets stuck in the body and can build up over time. A lot of us just don't even acknowledge the emotions that we're feeling, or we try to push them down or we try to avoid them, but they don't go away. And so part of it is acknowledging what we're feeling, not thinking that there's something wrong with us, not trying to avoid it or suppress it, but to acknowledge it, to say, I am feeling this way. I am noticing these sensations in the body. And oftentimes, when we are dealing with uncomfortable emotions, we might feel things like tightness in the chest, discomfort in the abdomen. We might feel contraction through the body. All sorts of things that actually show up in our physical body that sometimes we just ignore or avoid, or we try to stay busy, or we do other numbing out activities that aren't actually helping us get better. They're not helping us feel better, even though in the moment, maybe it doesn't feel as intense because we're trying to numb it or avoid it or suppress it. When in reality, we have to go deeper into it sometimes and actually process through and help move through the things that are getting stuck in the body. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're just going to practice a couple of things. Hopefully, there is at least one of them that feels a teeny bit helpful for you. Because when we are dealing with these uncomfortable emotions and things that just don't feel good in our body and they're interfering with the other things in life, we get sometimes stuck in this all or nothing of, oh my gosh, if I can't make myself feel totally better, it's not even worth it. My invitation for you is to focus on the small wins, the little things that we can do. Because if we are feeling at a 10 of discomfort and overwhelm and things just don't feel good anywhere, if we can bring it down to a 9, that's a win. So it's celebrating the little things that we can do to support ourselves. And so hopefully one of the things we do will be supportive for you. Right now, let's take a deep breath. And I'll invite you to just check in with how you're feeling. Maybe you are here watching this video because you are actively feeling some intense emotions, or maybe not. Maybe you are just scrolling and found it and you're watching. Either way, check in, notice what's present for you. For many of us, this is the hardest part, actually slowing down enough to pay attention, to be present, to notice our thoughts and emotions and sensations happening in the body in the present moment. So notice it and then take another deep breath. We're going to go into our first movement, which is just breathing and moving our arms up and down. So as we're breathing, I'll invite you to focus on your belly when you're breathing all the way in and out, to feel that movement of your belly expanding and then your belly releasing. Sometimes when we are new to this practice, that even can feel overwhelming, or we feel confused, or we start telling ourselves, I'm not breathing right. Just breathe and notice how it feels. And maybe focus on that expansion and the release. But if that feels like too much for right now, just breathe. Notice how you're breathing and then add the movement of the arms. When you inhale, we'll bring the arms up, moving your arms in whatever way feels safe and accessible for you. Sometimes, we have like a wonky shoulder or something, or one arm doesn't go the same way as the other one. That's okay. We're focusing right now on moving and breathing at the same time. So when our arms are going up, we're inhaling. When the arms are coming down, we're exhaling. And maybe it feels good for you to bring your head up and then bring your head down when you're exhaling. All right, let's do a couple more. Breathing all the way in, all the way out. And then after that last one, go ahead and relax the arms down, roll the shoulders up, around, and down. And just notice, check in. How's your body feeling? What are you aware of right now in this moment? Alrighty. Big deep breath. So that was one, right? It's just moving and breathing at the same time. That was our first practice. Second one is we're going to touch your own body. So I'm going to show you with the arms, but you can do this anywhere and actually feel the pressure of your own hands on your own skin. So each breath, right? So you can do like one arm, you can, yeah, do your face, you can bend over, do your legs, breathing and feeling the sensation of your hands touching your own body. And notice what that feels like to connect, right? We're connecting, feeling, because oftentimes, especially when we're experiencing intense, uncomfortable emotions, there's this disconnect that happens, right? We're disconnected from the body, not even feeling the sensations that are present in our own body. So, right now, this is about reconnecting, noticing, and feeling however much pressure feels good for you. If a firmer touch feels good, do it. If it feels better to have it a little softer, do it. Right? Again, anywhere, doing your legs. Maybe you're flexible enough to bend over, do it to your feet. You can stand up and do this, right? Feeling your own body. And sometimes when we're doing these somatic practices, we can get in our head about, oh, this looks weird or it looks silly. We get over it. If it feels helpful, do it. Okay? We're going to stay here. One more breath. And then again, check in and notice. So relax down, roll the shoulders up, around, and down. Breathe all the way in, all the way out. Notice what's present for you. And sometimes as we're doing these practices, maybe the intensity of the motion doesn't release, but maybe what we have is more clarity around what's really going on. Because sometimes when those intense things are coming up, it feels so overwhelming, we don't even know what it is. We just know we feel crappy, right? We maybe notice the sensations. We maybe notice the tightness in the chest or the inability to breathe fully, right? Or we notice like feeling sick to our stomach, all sorts of things that are happening in the body. And sometimes we don't even know why. So it can be helpful to have more clarity around what's really going on. Maybe about a specific situation. What am I really feeling and experiencing about this situation? So clarity is a win, right? Clarity is beneficial. Right now, take a deep breath, roll the shoulders. We're going to do another one that maybe will look a little silly, whatever. It's shaking. So I'm doing it sitting down. You can totally do this standing up. So shaking, moving your arms, shaking it out. Again, stuff gets stored and stuck in the body, and this can be a helpful way to release the stuff that is just stuck, right? So moving your shoulders around, sometimes it's helpful to you can stand up and lift one foot and shake a leg out at the same time, right? Wiggle, shaking, breathing, moving, letting yourself just be stilly, let loose, breathe, move, shake it out. 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands down. Big shoulder roll. Roll the shoulders up, around, back, and down. And breathe and check in. Okay. Notice, did anything shift in your body? How are you feeling right now in this moment? See if you can breathe a little fuller, a little slower, a little softer. And as you are breathing out every time, see if you can allow the body to soften and release, right? If you're sitting down, see if you can soften into the chair or seat that you're on. Every breath, softening and releasing. And breathing all the way in. Okay, let's do one more. So this one, right? If we could imagine like the icky, unhelpful stuff that on our body, on our skin, and we're just gonna kind of like brush it off. Right? So just seeing if you can brush it off. And again, I'm showing the arms, but you can, brush it off everywhere. Brush it off. on your legs, back of the legs, the glutes, your back, whatever you can reach. Notice how it feels, right? Where's brushing off all the stuff that is not helpful right now, that's not serving us right now. Brush it off, release, keep breathing, keep noticing how this feels. Again, if we're someone that is stuck in our thoughts all the time, these somatic practices can be really helpful for us to be able to sometimes release, sometimes to process through, to just have more awareness of what's actually happening, right? Even if it feels weird, even if we look silly. Breathe, release. Okay, three, two, and one. Breathe, notice, check in. And were any of those helpful for you? Did you notice anything with any of them? Sometimes we also notice that emotions feel more intense when we're doing things because they're actually coming up and out and they're ready to be released. Whatever you're feeling right now, my invitation for you is to offer yourself grace and kindness and compassion and love and to allow what happens happen, but taking care of yourself in whatever way you need, allowing yourself to be supported or asking for support in whatever way you need. Breathing, noticing, softening, and perhaps making note. Were any of these helpful or any of these ones that you're like, oh, I want to do these more often? Or yeah, that helped me kind of release the stuckness that I was feeling in my body. Or maybe I feel just a teeny bit lighter, right? I talked about moving from like a 10 intensity to a 9, but what if it's even like moving from 100% to like a 99%, right? If we can even dial it back just a little bit, it's a win. We can call it a success. And then we keep working on the little things that we can do to support us along the way so that you can continue going out there in the world, making a positive impact, doing your part to make a meaningful impact in the world and taking care of yourself along the way. Thanks for being here. Hope it was helpful. Drop a line, put a comment in. Which one was your favorite? And I hope you have an amazing day. Thanks for being here. Bye.